So I'm Emily Cipolla, and I'm a qualitative researcher in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I live with my wife, Jess, and our 4 kids, Sana, Carl, Alice, and Sophie. When my kids were 6 and 9, and I was 35, I was diagnosed with early stage invasive ductal carcinoma. Had to make some decisions about how to communicate with my kids. I knew that it was really important that they not be surprised or feel ashamed or embarrassed or feel like it was a secret. I wanted them to be able to have the information they needed to comfort themselves, but then also have the information they needed to speak about it with the other people in their lives. After we knew sort of what the trajectory over the next few weeks and few months was going to look like, then that was when I felt like, okay, we have enough information. I also didn't want my kids to hear from anybody but me, so that they felt like they were getting the whole honest truth from me. What I said was that I had had surgery because there were some bumps in my breast. And the doctor wanted to look inside the bumps and see what was in there to find out what was causing the bumps. And one of the things that they found inside the bumps was cancer cells. So the cancer is something that we're going to take care of because we can. It was important to me that my kids be heard and believed at school if they were talking about my cancer. So I emailed both my kids' teachers and just said, if you hear about this, it's true. And also that, if my kids were acting up or there was some kind of social conflict, they would have more context for what's going on at home. A few days or a week or so before my bilateral mastectomy, my daughter walked into the kitchen while I was cleaning and said to me, "What if you die during surgery?" And my first impulse was to say, well, that would be terrible. And so I said that in that moment. And then, later on talked about why it was unlikely that I would die during surgery and the places they were cutting and the fact that they were going into the breasts and not cutting into major organs was, a huge benefit in favor of me not dying during surgery. It seemed to be the best approach in the moment because I was totally taken off guard by that question. One of the questions that my daughter had was around having breast cancer herself someday. And one of the things that we talked about is that she may enter screening at age 25 because I was diagnosed at age 35. I think there's an aspect of early detection that seems very reassuring to her in that way. So in the last 6 years, I have had a number of tests and follow-up visits over the period of time. And so I'm always communicating with my kids. So I get home from the oncologist and I'll say, it was another clear visit this year, so that they know that everybody's still looking out for me and the results have been okay. Children thrive in an environment that is predictable and calm and stable. And even though cancer can be really chaotic, we are able to give our kids a stable environment by sharing with them information that they need in order to go about their days and to know what's coming next.